difficulties to wear that N95 for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're looking for a high protection mask, there aren't that many out there other than the
Exactly.
uncomfortable, restrictive N95s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great
Hey,
idea.
Valerie, are the rest of the judges going to be coming?
They will be coming in moments. I think
Okay.
all of us judges have left and they're just doing technical things. So
Okay.
it's been, I must say, such a pleasure to meet all of you and hear your pitches. And it touches my heart. It's so hopeful for the world. We live in such a, not getting into politics, just not good place right now here in the United States. So it's wonderful to see people innovating and ignoring all that. Well, not ignoring it. I'm sure you're part of, helping it, but still, it's just wonderful to turn my mind to this. Thank you. And thank you, Sophie, for asking me to.
Okay, we are back.
Well, thank you for coming.
We're back. Is everybody here? And judges are here. Harjot, George, Valerie.
Yep.
Paul, you're here. Gordon is here. Okay. Hey, folks. I'm sure you all have been waiting with bated breath on what's happening there. It almost always ends up this way. We have some very, very interesting discussions, and this part is never easy. It's hard to have to go through and pick winners when all of these presentations were so remarkable, so great to listen to, and the power of the ideas, the way they were put together, the articulation. So I can't say enough good things about everything. But before we go into announcing the winners and all that, I'd like to have Paul perhaps describe what happens from this stage onwards, and perhaps also give an opportunity to the judges, Harjot, George, and Valerie, to make any quick comments that they may want to make. So whoever wants to go first. Paul, you want to go first? You're muted. You're muted, Paul.
Sure. Good evening to all of you. I got to live 12 years of Texas, the best part of my life. So very, very close to all of you, twice in Dallas, actually. So we think of Dallas and Atlanta as being same cities, except you have no state income tax and you're a lot flatter. We have more trees. There you go, right? Other than that, we're all in the same place. I represent TiE Atlanta, and my good friend Gordon Grant, who's a charter member, is the engineer of the tool that was used for a lot of the scoring that I think the judges will tell you made their life a little easier. More importantly, I'll tell you, when at the turn of last year in New Delhi, TiE Global said, let's really put real intentionality behind a women's movement. I will tell you, having been with TiE myself 8 years and having worked, I happen to run the college program worldwide for TiE as a co-chair. I can tell you that I'm just so proud to see the good work being done to uplift women entrepreneurs. Still not enough, but we're making the right directional movements. Now we just have to build momentum at the chapter level. And then one of the things that is being worked on by the TiE Global Council, or Women's Council, of which they've invited Gordon and me to help, is they're constructing a number of workshops and coaching events and putting together some materials that even if as a woman entrepreneur, you'll find helpful. You'll also build some networking, which is one of the best parts of TiE. Given that I've worked with nonprofit organizations for 40 years, I'll tell you TiE is clearly one of the top 2 that I've ever worked with. So networking will be a big piece for all of you, irrespective of whether you're in the winning circle or just outside. Number 2 is they will conduct they will look at mentoring even beyond Dallas. So if you've been working with or you're about to work with a Dallas chapter set of mentors, because it's always good to get a second opinion, a third opinion, just like we have multiple, we have parents and grandparents, et cetera. I think that's being worked on in the October, November timeframe. And then clearly they would like to, at this point, have an event in Dubai in January. Of course, at this point, it is hard to say that will happen for sure, but that is the intent. They have to spend the money for the prizes thanks to the group called Empower and the Bombay Stock Exchange by the end of March. So Q1, one way or another, there'll be money given out. There's a $100,000 first prize. There's a $25,000 second prize. At least that's a current info. Things are always subject to change, but I will tell you that Dallas is going to send a very, very good representative to that worldwide competition, as well as to all of the events between now and then. So Ram, I hope that answers most of the questions, and more to come, certainly, as the Women's Council keeps reaching out to you.
Yeah, I know we are anxious to hear the results and all that, but could you just maybe quickly talk about what happens at the Global in Dubai, or whatever, to the extent we know?
Yeah. So if it happens in person, they want it to happen over multiple days, probably 2 to 3 days, right? And so in that regard, the agenda is not created. It's out in January, right? That's like decades from now. But the intent is that the pitch competition is only a piece of it. There'll be other speakers, there'll be other networking, there'll be workshops, et cetera. So all of that is getting put together for a multiple time. We do expect, I'm sorry to say that, no, I'm glad to say, the Bombay Stock Exchange is paying for all the India finalists to fly to Dubai if that occurs. They're also going to have an event in Jaipur and an event in Mumbai with just the India-based locations, because the sponsors are willing to put them up. So I will just say at the local level, at this point, we're not planning anything in the US other than these Zoom kind of workshops. But in Dubai, you'll have to work with Ram and the local chapter for the travel and living. Once you get there, having been at conferences in Silicon Valley and New Delhi, et cetera, TiE does a fabulous job of making sure you get great networking, great ability to talk to investors, VCs, angels, et cetera. It will be an outstanding experience. We're working on, this weekend, we're doing that with our college students. So we're telling
Thank you, Paul.
Best one sing.
Thank you. Judges, any thoughts before I jump in? George?
Yeah, it was very good set of companies, tough decisions to make as we went through it, very tough, but we went through it. But at the same time, I also think that the quality of the submissions were excellent. And without spending more time here, we have written in some comments. Hopefully, the team will be able to pass them on to the individual companies. Sophie, I think that should be possible, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, George. Valerie, you want to go? You're muted.
I talked to the group and I told them what a privilege to meet them all. Just impressed as all get out. And I look at entrepreneurial companies all the time, every year. You see dozens and dozens, and just some real winners and their ideas.
Harjot?
Yeah, not to
Thank you, Valerie.
not to sound condescending, but I've never seen any difference between a man entrepreneur and woman entrepreneur. The quality of the material was fantastic. There is no difference. So let's putting the man and woman aside. I think everybody did a fantastic job, and the results presented today are just opinion of 3 people. Doesn't mean your company is going to succeed or going to fail. So just take it at that. And
thank you.
It was a fantastic presentation.
Thank you, everyone. Again, the judges, Valerie, George, and Harjot. Now comes the moment when we have to make these big announcements. I have this unenviable job of describing and announcing the winner, so to speak. But I think as it was mentioned earlier, everybody is a winner, and I was just absolutely delighted that we were able to put this together. And I want to thank once again everyone that made it possible, and my team, and our team here, Sanjukta, Sophie, people, some of them are not here on the call now. The folks that make a part of the TiE Women here in Dallas, Vandana, Deepthi, Sandhya, and a number of others. I may be missing names here. So thank you very much, our charter members and the participants, judges, and all the other attendees that are assembled here today. So thanks again. I can't say it enough. Now, you know, if the whole we have all this analysis, and we are able to quantify all of this in a model that we put together, and then we go into deliberations. And why do we have the deliberation process? Because there are all these quantitative criteria, but then they also have to discuss and ensure that there are things that the human intuition, human element comes in to decide beyond the number. We need to look at the numbers and then see how we can validate as individuals that we are look into all these different ideas, the power of these ideas, what we are expecting out of this in terms of the representation that they have to make of the Dallas team, and so on and so forth. So the point I'm trying to make is, I have a master's in AI, and I knew long time ago, when I got the degree long time ago, that AI, in spite of all the promise that it has, the realization that we have that the human brain and what goes on inside is so much more powerful than anything that we have tried to understand so far is it's a very humbling realization. And along the same lines, we have to have those deliberations. We need to exchange those thoughts, and that's where the power of I think human involvement and intelligence comes in, no matter what the power of AI might be. So we went through the deliberation process. We had to take into account what the numbers said, and then we also have to take into account the innovation, the global appeal, what we're up against in terms of viability, Dallas centricity of the idea, and so on and so forth. And what's really remarkable about any of these ideas? So all those presentation has quite a bit.
Your audio is very laggy.
Is it going out? Are you able to hear me better now? Is it better now?
It's very staticky.
Still?
Some background static.
That's better now.
Okay, I'm going to hold my, let me see. Is it better now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll cut to the chase. So with all that said, I want to start out by saying that we have 2 second runners up. I'm going to announce it in this manner. 2 second runners up, 1 first runner up, and then the eventual winner. So the 2 second runners up are Breeze Bubble and Cubby. Applause, please. Where are they? Are they here?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Sangeeta, and where is Arohi?
Arohi.
Yeah.
Arohi is there. Oh, there you are. Okay. Congratulations. You will be provided, you'll be given information about some of the accelerator programs we are going to give access to you for. And Paul will provide some more details on that later, and then we'll communicate with you. Thank you very much. Remarkable job.
Thank you.
Now, the second runner-up and the winner. Again, it was hard, but then it is what it is. After looking at all the criteria and considerations that I just now spoke about, we had to come up with a team that we believe is rightfully a first runner-up, Rex Academy and Sandhya. Great job, great presentation, and a lot of opportunity in terms of what needs to happen in that space. very good execution plan from what I've seen of it myself, and so are the opinions and feelings of the judging team also. That brings us to the winner, wife red, Tina Money.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
wonderful job. Congratulations. Hats off to all of you, Tina Money, Sandhya, Arohi, and Sangeeta. Just a quick note on the power of the idea that we have from you, Tina, on wife red. The appeal and the power of the technology is quite intriguing from what we can see, and I think we are barely scratching the surface when it comes to the types of commerce that are being explored, and we are barely scratching the surface. So the potential and the promise and the power is very immense, and how we are going through daily changes in the way buying behaviors and consumer behaviors are changing is quite astounding. So the fact that you're taking on something that ambitious a goal and then showing results in it and being able to take it forward, we wish you all the best. We hope we are able to represent Dallas extremely well and come out with a win at the global stage. So with that, I want to once again congratulate you, and thank you very much for everybody that is in attendance here. Any other closing thoughts? Open to everybody. The floor is open. Any questions, any thoughts, any comments? Audience included.
Thank you very much, Ram. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I look forward to the support of TiE and the wide network, because I really need very big arms, a lot of things to take this up. There's a lot to be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the kind remarks, Sheena. I want to hear from the other participants as well, if I could. Sandhya.
Yeah, thank you very much. This has, this has helped me a lot in preparing the recorded deck. I wasn't ready, and I have learned quite a bit from observing other pitches here. And congratulations to everyone.
And stay tuned, folks. All the first runner-up, Sandhya, and second runner-up, Arohi and Sangeeta. We never know what we may want to have in the global competition. We may open it up to more people, and I'll wait to hear from Global, Paul, and others on direction from there. So maybe we'll get to have more representation than just the winner. We'll see. I don't want to make any promises, but anything is possible. So who else is there? Sangeeta or Arohi?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks so much, and I look forward to joining the accelerator program as well after this. And Sophie was just telling us about the pitch events, other pitch events that you have. So I'm also very interested in pitching there and getting more comments and thoughts and feedback on Breeze Bubble. So thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
And Ram, I'd like to take the opportunity to thanks TiE Dallas for the opportunity provided to present our company, and the questions and the feedback was also very valuable. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Amo.
Thank you, Ram. I really appreciate what you're doing here. It was great meeting up with other women entrepreneurs. Sometimes you feel left out, and this short span of time which we connected, I think was really awesome. So thank you for the opportunity.
Anybody else?
Angel,
I'll go ahead and say thank you as well. This is Angel. I'll take my off because I've got my little one, but thank you all so much. This was awesome. I really appreciate it. It was great to be able to start pitching again. I haven't pitched in a really long time, honestly, so this was great.
Thank you. Who else is there?
Right.
Is
Okay, I
the
think.
is the sixth participant still here? Maybe not.
Yeah, I think everybody talked.
Everybody talk. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, question, or I said it in the chat, but I just want to say it out loud because some people are not following the chat. Is definitely stay in touch. Contact me through LinkedIn. You have no idea where your next big break or breakthrough is going to
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you for the judges again.
Thank you, everybody. Good luck.
Thank you for your
Thank you very
time.
much.
I hope
We'll-
everybody enjoyed the event, learned a lot of things.
Yes.
Thank you very
everyone.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye.
It was an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Good
great
night.
night.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.